Hey, and here we are. We got John.
What? Was it time to do the show?
Yeah, it's time to do the show, John. Stop tweeting. So we got John. We got our buddy AR here with us tonight. Wasn't sure if John was going to make it.
From legendary AR Comics.
It was sandwich day, so John was tied up.
Today is National Sandwich Day. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it or not, but.
And I'm sure you brought a sandwich, right?
I brought you something better. I sent you a picture of a sandwich. It lasts forever.
Yeah, no, that's not how it works, John. Okay. Send me a picture of a sandwich. And you didn't send it to me. You posted it. And I happened to see it and ask you about it.
I could have tagged you if you really wanted me to, but I thought that would just make
Still nothing to eat. It's just mean. And we got Adrian. Hey, what's going on, Adrian? Thanks for joining us, buddy. So what's been going on, AR? Since I talked to you, when did I talk to you? Yesterday.
Honestly,
I was going to say, how much do you think happens in 24 hours?
You would be surprised. It has been an extremely busy day. So you guys know I'm moving back to PA soon.
Yes.
It has been so back and forth trying to get this VA loan situated. It is like unreasonable right now.
So what is the target date now?
It's we're still waiting for a confirmation date if my girlfriend's actually being released from the Air Force, because it's like an early separation type thing that she's applying for.
Oh, I got it.
But it's already been through the commanders. It's basically at the final stage, and this is one of those things that usually don't get denied for. But assuming it all goes according to plan, it should be December 21st. We should eat.
So that's soon.
Oh yeah, should be leaving here
really soon.
So that's why, even within the last 24 hours, I've been on and on the phone with Navy Federal probably about 7 or 8 times today.
Yeah, that's always a headache, dude.
Oh my God, I know.
Dealing with the mortgage and stuff, it's just a pain. I know. But man, you're gonna be busy, bro.
I'm gonna be extremely busy.
Behind you, you got to pack up.
Stop. I know.
They have people that do that on these shows.
No,
these YouTube shows with budgets. They have people that do
that. It's me. I'm the budget.
People think he's Jimmy Fallon or something, dude. Come on.
No, it's all me.
That's a lot of stuff. That looks really heavy. I'm looking behind you. That looks really heavy.
It's a good amount.
$500 in cash for the whole thing.
Yeah,
still got to pack it. It doesn't solve his problem. Hey, just remember, AR, lift with your legs.
Oh boy.
I know.
John and I would come and help you, but we don't want to.
We don't want to.
It's too far.
Like guys load the truck for catering gigs. I would always look at them and say, "Lift with your legs."
Yeah,
I'm not picking that up.
I'm not doing that. I'll make you a sandwich though afterwards.
I'm not doing that.
I've literally moved. I've literally moved almost every year since being out here. On top of moving almost every year when I was in college.
Oh
wow!
It's
to pack it.
It's been brutal.
It makes it more worthwhile.
Oh, there you go.
So 62 Lefty Station, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
What's up?
So we got new comic book day, but before John gets into that, we have for our first 5-minute viewers. So right now, at least based on chat boards, it's Adrian and 62 Lefty. We have the Betty Page Volume 4, Number 3, Kano Limited Virgin cover. Suggested retail of $50, and it is $10 as our early bird special. Awesome. So Dave's not here yet, so he's gonna regret it. So if somebody else,
it'll be the late bird special because at 7:56 I'll be taking it home with me.
So stop John from taking it.
That's become the new game, man. That's what Dave said one day. It's become a new game.
So and T-Pain in the house. Hey T-Pain, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Thanks for joining us.
So, all right. So we got that through. So, John, do your new comic book day.
It is hashtag NCBD New Comic Book Day.
Awesome
day. AR is busy. Everybody we have on the show is busy. I don't want to take up a ton of our time because, we got a lot to cover, a lot of books. Like AR said, a lot's been going on today. The Eternals set a single-day record in Korea for movie release. We got a lot of stuff to unpack. However, best day of the week, New Comic Book Day. We're just going to real quickly zip through. I'm going to tell you right now, Nick does these great videos on YouTube. Go to Dynamite's channel, and it kind of really breaks down everything that we have this week, like the multiple covers, multiple artists. If I went through that, we'd lose an hour of the show. What I will tell you is that this week we have Vampyverse issue 3. And if possible, I'm enjoying this thing more than Sonyaversal, and I didn't think that was possible. This issue is Bloodwing, And tiny little bit of a spoiler alert: the vampy version that you will see in this episode is called the Vamp, and is very much a pulp character. I already told Tom Snigowski on Twitter today that I was going to mention that. I don't know if it's too much of a spoiler. Him and Janine Atchison are just killing this thing every chance they get. I don't want to say it's more fully realized than Sonya Universal. I think the pace is a little different. Sonya Universal is like a runaway car thrill ride, right? Like almost on every page there was a different Sonya. Blue Sonya, Dead Sonya, L Sonya, Green Sonya. It was endless. They're taking their time, and you're seeing fewer versions of Vampirella, but they're more fleshed out.
Right.
And the one in the version in this episode, the Vamp, is very much like a shadow spider master of men, you know what I mean, type character, pulp, very 1920s, 1930s. Do not miss it. Issue 3 of Red Sonja, Mirka Andolfo is just, the keys to the kingdom were handed, and he just.
I got mine.
There's been no.
Oh, look at that. AR's got his.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like 62 left. He picked up Sheena #1.
Oh, my shop didn't have that one.
Your shop didn't have that one?
No.
Well, I'll write a nasty email to him then.
No, just have them come on the show, and we'll publicly address them for not ordering Sheena #1.
Yeah, I'm sure that won't be a problem.
Speaking
Nah,
of
you got to understand where I'm at, though. It's a very small shop. A lot of stuff comes through pre-orders. It's not just Dynamite. Image, Boom. If you don't have it pre-ordered, there's a high chance you probably aren't getting it.
Yeah, well, you don't have any real leverage either because you're moving.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Not
right?
continue to
He's
buy
like,
your books?
Yeah, right? He's probably like, well, you're moving back to Pennsylvania. Get out. I don't care.
I'm taking my business elsewhere.
And this is like a little PSA real quick. If you are moving, please let your local comic book shop know. Not AR, but if you're watching this. I've had people that just forget to mention it, and months later, there's 5 months worth of stuff in their pillbox, and they're not driving down to North Carolina from New Jersey to get it. Help your local comic book shop out. If you're moving or if you've had a change in circumstance or situation, just let them know, hey, man, it's been real and it's been fun, but I'm done.
A public service announcement from John.
Well, you talk to local comic book shop people, and while Wednesday is awesome, Thursday is the day a lot of local retailers go through the dead box.
That's true.
People that they haven't heard from in months, and that's just money they have in there.
Yeah, but AR would go back to Oklahoma to clean out his pull box, right?
I don't know. Oklahoma, that's a long drive, man. I'm not a guy that.
It is a long drive. That's what I've done every time.
Very cool this week. Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. Love this character. She's been done a little bit here and there over the years. Really cool variant covers, virgin covers, all that stuff. Photo cosplay cover. However, Arthur Saddam does he riffs on himself, and the Savage Tales cover he redoes as a Sheena cover, and this thing is beautiful. And all the covers are amazing, but man, if you can pester the guy at your LCS to make sure you get this cover, man, it is very cool. We're expecting big things from Sheena. I had a little bit of back and forth on social media today with the writer, Stephen Mooney. He also has a cover. A little bit with Jethro Morales, obviously a cover, the artist. There's a few other very cool covers in here. They're expecting big things. The first issue was great. It was, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's exactly what I wanted to see. I understand when you kind of do these kind of Tarzan jungle-based characters, you run the risk of limiting yourself. If you've read anything by Stephen Mooney, I'm not going to say Stephen Mooney thinks outside the box. I don't know if Stephen Mooney sees a box. I love this guy from, he's done a bunch of stuff for Dynamite. He probably is most well known for Half Past Danger. I would think, maybe that's up for debate a little bit. Ideally, in a perfect world, I said to him today, after this, people won't remember Half Past Danger, and he'll be known as the Sheena guy.
Well, 62 left, he says the background reminds him of Maxfield Parrish art. And Emmy Comics in the house, thanks for joining us tonight, buddy. So, I always want to say we absolutely appreciate our viewers. You guys make the show. The interaction with you guys is really what keeps things moving.
Otherwise we're just holding up books and saying, Action Comics $1,050. Thanks, and we just wait for somebody to claim it or I'll claim it.
I'm pretty sure, John, you'd find some filler to talk about.
Now, this is supposed to be available on Friday. You know how I kind of...
You gotta stop just picking crap up, okay?
Nick mistakenly allows me to wander around the office, and I found this.
I told him not to do that. I wanted to keep you contained.
I found this. Stop me. You can't hope to contain me. I found this outside of Nick's office, minding its own business, and I thought, yeah, I know it was scheduled for Friday, the original art show. Nick has got some really cool stuff. This is the Dynamite Presents Sheena statue, and it's inspired by J. Scott Campbell.
I think this is the black and white one, right?
This is the black and white one. I've kind of been on a statue kick lately. If you've watched the show, last couple months I've sort of really been bugging people. Let's do statues. Yeah,
I noticed because it's a lot harder to hide under your shirt when you leave at night.
This statue is beautiful, and probably this is going to be funny. Everyone is going to assume that my favorite emerald green cover from Dynamite is a Green Hornet book. Spoiler alert, my favorite cover you guys have ever done is a Jungle Girl cover, J. Scott Campbell, and it was emerald metallic green. And this thing jumped. Like, you look at it and you're like, it's jarringly green. And I love this thing. That book is what the statue's based on. And this is going to be, there's always some price, whatever, but it's never full price on our show. $189.99. I don't know what it'll be on Friday.
So this is the surprise statue because John just messed it all up for me. So now I have to write it in.
Surprise!
Okay. Sheena.
Of course, Kyle won't have an image because Kyle didn't see me grab it off
you
his
just
shelf.
showed up with it. Black and white statue. And what did you say the price was?
$189.99.
And now John said the prices too.
I thought that
told him-
conversation was going a complete different direction. I thought it was going to be, I found this, I was wandering around. This was supposed to be the surprise for Friday, but I'm taking it instead. That's what I thought.
We do actually have a statue that I had put on the show. Okay?
Had a statue.
And now John just walks in, starts grabbing stuff, wherever he sees it.
You know what, though? We had Sheena drop today. And I kind of, like I said, I was talking to Stephen Mooney on Twitter. I name drop all the time. That's what I do. But I told the creator we're going to do something really kind of cool and special at the open of the show before we get started. This statue, we've done some very cool statues here. I would put this statue at the level of the DJ Thor statue we had a week or two ago.
Did you take one of those too? Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
All right.
There's two of them, and he had one. I remember that.
So, all right. So, hey, Ronald, always nice to see you because we're never quite sure if you've been tased or not.
Proof of
So,
life.
proof of life. So,
Hashtag
Ronald's
proof
here.
of life.
T-Pain has actually made a request. He'd like to see the Amazing Spider-Man remark. He's not really interested in all the stuff that you walk away from the Dynamite offices. So we're going to go ahead and make somebody, happy other than John. So we're going to do Amazing Spider-Man number 49, Legacy number 850, signed and remarked with a Venom sketch.
That looks awesome.
By Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $89.99, and we have it tonight for $62 for $19.62. And we have, as usual, one. So I'm pretty sure that that's the one T-Pain wanted to see. And let me tell you, this one is probably one of Ken's.
It's disturbingly good.
It's
disturbing.
So, and don't get me wrong. I mean, all of his sketches are phenomenal, but this one is so detailed. There's so much going on.
Oh, I can't imagine what. I mean, he just must have been sitting there. No, I'm not done. No, I'm not done. Back to his board. No, I'm not done.
And okay. So T-Pain is taking the Amazing Spider-Man. You got it, buddy. I got you down.
I don't blame him. That's phenomenal.
All right. So, well, that went quick. So there we go. Turn it around. Or is Amy there? No. Oh, okay.
No. Amy's voice suddenly got much deeper.
I know. It sounds suspiciously like Nick.
You know what,
She really should not hang out with him anymore.
I don't want to be touching anyone else's books. So.
And Kyle says he works so hard to make things nice, and John messes it up. How do you? Hey, at least you're remote, Kyle. I got to deal with this guy.
You know what? No, Kyle, I apologize. I know you like to have the images and everything to throw up. I literally saw this thing. I got here, and I saw this thing on a desk outside of Nick's office, and I was like, wait, Sheena drops today. And I grabbed the statue. And
Amy, I told you we had to hide stuff when John comes. That's right. That's why we got to hide stuff. I told you people that. Nobody listens.
people love me, though. I'll tell you right now, you know who's going to love me? The person who buys that statue.
Do you want me to get your wife on this? Okay.
Oh, she doesn't love me.
I know. That's right. You want me to get your wife on this?
She's in it for the food.
All right. Hold on. There is a request from Ron for Firefly. So we're going to go to that one next.
Oh.
All right. So we got
Is Ron a brown coat?
What's that?
Is Ron a brown coat? Ron knows what I mean.
Well, he doesn't actually read the books, remember?
Shiny. But
right.
he might have watched Firefly the series.
I love that series.
I need to read the book. I've never read it.
I love that series.
Boom has done a great job with some of the Firefly stuff
Yeah.
they've done. They've told some stories based on, I guess, scripts that didn't get made because Fox pulled the plug on Firefly way too early. I don't know if Joss Whedon has actually written some of those stories or if it's just sort of, like pulled from his work.
Right.
But this, oof.
All right, so Firefly #1, signed by Greg Pak, with a color Firefly remark by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $99.99, and we have it tonight for $19.92. The year the DF first launched.
Wow, I'll tell you right now, that's
a neat one.
Holy cow, that's basically what 80% off.
Yeah, and it is also signed by Ken Hazer. So
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of want that. I also want the Spider-Man one too.
I really enjoyed the series. I enjoyed the movie. It looks like Ron only watched the movie. Ron, you should go back and catch the series as well.
Yeah, I think it's even on Amazon Prime or something. I don't even know. I mean, I think literally
that was
or
a
HBO
sleeper.
Max.
I remember when I first watched it, I'm thinking, well, the premise is kind of stupid, and then I started to watch it, and it really, I really got into it, and I thought it was really well done. The characters were good.
They created memorable characters. And I think a lot of people could relate to Captain Mal because we've kind of seen a variety of different ship captains now in science fiction, right? And I think Mal is not the kind of person you see before. You've got like the stately dude in Picard. You've got the cowboy in Kirk, I'll figure it out and hope nobody gets killed. And then, you've seen the more in control guy in Cisco and John Sheridan in Babylon 5. You've kind of seen a bunch of this. I mean, literally, Malcolm Reynolds is just trying to survive. He's trying to pay his bills. You know what I mean? As they always say, he's trying to keep flying, life in the black.
Oh, Adrian in the house. Say, Adrian, thanks for joining us, buddy. He says Hulu. It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu?
Yep.
Okay. I knew it was on something because I saw it one day, and I was like, I haven't watched this. Firefly was a thing I watched almost every year. For the first 5-6 years when it was available digitally. I had the DVDs. Then when it migrated to digital, since then I've sort of, my watching, Marvel kind of put the kibosh on the stuff that I watched pretty regularly. Watch Babylon 5 regularly, watch Firefly regularly, watch classic Star Trek regularly. Marvel started doing movies and stuff like that, and that's just always what's on in the house now. But I'll tell you right now, the color of this, I don't know if the image communicates how vivid the color is on this.
Again, the range of Ken Hazer.
I'm going to tell you, if no one buys that tonight, I am actually going to buy that. 100%.
So Ron says my 30-year anniversary is next month. So tonight I am researching vacation packages.
Nice.
No, after 30 years?
That's what Ron's telling his wife he's doing. Okay. Yeah, I'm watching vacation videos, hon. It's good. You don't need to come inside.
I'll tell you the best anniversary gift I gave my wife. I told her to go on vacation by herself. I said,
the secrets to a happy marriage, right there.
She went with her sisters, massage, poolside. It was great.
So Ron's going to take the Firefly book.
Oh, no, it's war where they are.
It's interesting.
No, that's all
Ron
good.
is able to buy the book since he's searching for vacation packages for his 30th anniversary.
He's a multitasker.
So... But
Ron, you're going to love this.
Your secret is safe with us, Ron.
We only have one of these?
We only have one of them.
Alec wants one. Call Ken and tell him, get the sketching.
I think I'm going to hit him up on Instagram again. I've got a bunch of blank sketch covers that have his name on it. Not yet, but it will.
See? I'm telling you, dude.
When we started doing, I started talking to him on IG when we started doing the art or whatever. And I've been pestering Rex about a set that he did, and we'll hopefully get them on at some point. before Doctor Strange and the
The
multiverse
truth is,
movie.
all of John's emails go into this junk folder just automatically when it hits my account goes in junk folder. So I'll have to look for that email. I'm sorry, I didn't read it actually yet.
He did a bunch of different takes on Doctor Strange, like 5 or 6 different covers, remarks. And they were
He
did like the original version. He did like a Ditko-esque version.
The detail.
Yeah,
okay,
he did
with
a
the
Jean
collar
Cologne
and everything. Yeah.
He did the version. There was that period for a while where he was wearing a mask. Like his face had been hideously scarred. And I guess somebody at Marvel thought it was a good idea to put him in a mask. It was not. And then there's like the more modern version where he sort of has that, Benedict Cumberbatch look to him. Ken had a lot of fun with those. I said to him, I said, I'm going to put those on the show and hopefully maybe he can join us one day.
All right, you know what? I actually got to get to our second early bird special.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go.
But unfortunately, it's not that early anymore. So, all right. So
it's the midday special.
To remind everyone, we had the Betty Page Volume 4, Number 3, Kano Limited Virgin cover, suggested retail of $50, and we had it at $10 for our early birds. And then the second early bird special is Red Sonja Volume 5, Volume 5, Number 11, Amanda Connor Virgin cover, suggested retail of $50, and it is $11 for issue 11, and that's our second early bird special. So anybody wants to hop in on that, this is not best offer. It's just early bird special. So the Betty Page is at 10 and the Red Sonja is at 11. And if you take both, we'll do it for 20. Look at that. I made an executive decision.
I have 4 quarters in my console. Somebody take these both for 20. They're beautiful.
Well, I wasn't given permission to do that, so I may need
Is
that.
Dave here? Because Dave loves the...
Dave is not here, surprisingly.
Dave, you're late.
He was on AR show yesterday. We were all chatting and stuff, asked some really, really intelligent questions.
Well, my boy Dave has to work sometime, man.
Yeah, yes, right? T-Pain says he'll take the Red Sonja. You got it, T-Pain. It's yours, buddy.
Man, he's snatching all the covers.
He's been snatching a bar.
You know what, though?
He's like Mr. AARP getting the early bird special.
This is sort of what I tell people, though. Like you talk to people during the week and they're like, oh, man, I really want to get this, but it's not my budget. And I'm like, watch the show.
Yeah.
Right? Like for real, $100 books are like, we have what book was 1992?
That we did tonight?
Yeah, we did a $100 book tonight for 19.
We did.
It was 81% off.
It was a Firefly.
It was a Firefly book.
That Ron
I mean, that's 81% off. I don't mind telling you, you're going to get a better deal from this show than you will if you just go to the DF website and buy it. Like
you won't get a better deal than John gets, though. He just walks in and starts picking stuff up. Okay.
Hey,
yeah, but he's got the processing fee. Remember.
I don't have one of these.
He owes me about 100 processing fees. As soon as I collect from John, I'm retiring. I'm done. Because that's some big coin right there.
I don't think Kyle charges a fee, but I think then JD charge a processing fee.
JD tried to, JD's in line behind me with a John processing fee. I'm just saying.
Man, there's 2 John processing fees.
On the fly is Nick, not me.
That's true.
That is true. That's Saint Nick who decides.
Well, I just got bold, but T-Pain taking a Red Sonja, that throws it out the window. So I don't need those 4 quarters now. We're good. So, but all right, let's do. What do you guys think? Let's do.
Why doesn't Alec pick one?
Yeah, Alec, you pick one. Good idea. Good idea, John.
We did a couple exclusive variants. We got some Ken Hazer artworks out of it. What about a slab back there? No particular one, but.
Pick one.
Dun,
dun, dun,
I'm going through the 2 lists right now because I got a couple different ones throughout the day.
Yeah, we like doing that to you, AR.
All right.
Confuse you. It's like a Japanese game show. While you're running the obstacle course, we'll suddenly shoot tennis balls at you.
So like Squid Games.
I was just saying, it's better than Squid Game, man. They just show up behind
I have
somebody.
not watched that yet. I just haven't had time, and I want to binge it, but I haven't had enough time to sit down and watch the whole thing.
You know how that time you spend interacting with family and friends?
Yeah.
Stop doing that. It interferes with Netflix time.
All right. I'm actually interested in seeing this one. Only because I'm going to say I'm not the biggest fan typically of the artwork, but she does have some really solid ones. The Spider-Woman issue number 5, the Peach Momoko variant.
Gotcha.
Now, this is a really nice one. My opinion, I'm just not her covers are typically hit or miss for me. I don't, there's some fans out there that love all of them, but there's a few
there's an anime kind of flavor to it. So if you're not into anime, it may not be quite for you. But Spider Woman number 5, Legacy number 100, Peach Momoko variant CGC graded 9.8.
Definitely
just
gorgeous.
$89.99, and we have it tonight $62 for 1962.
Solid.
So that is also available tonight.
And her work is probably, and I'm kind of with you, Alec. Maybe I'm old. Maybe it's the way the artists I like. This is not like normally my style. I kind of get into these discussions about certain characters and certain artists. And I haven't seen like these kinds of characters that, for me personally, like I would lean into that. Like I appreciate the art,
right?
But I don't know if there's probably other stuff I would pick up first,
right?
That's all. It's just not typically my style.
Yeah.
But
collector, no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, but seriously, I mean, you can't not appreciate it. It's for the most part, it's all watercolors. That's insane to me. That someone's able to pull that off with watercolors and just make something so unique in their own way. So I really, truly do appreciate the artwork. It's just not the style I typically go for.
And I think you just hit the nail on the head. It's all watercolors and they're very soft, right?
Right.
My favorite covers are black and white covers, which are probably stylistically almost the exact opposite, right?
Right.
I like the black and white covers. I'll be happy if a cover is black, white, and red, black, white, and green. I mean, she basically goes through the whole palette. It's like I don't want to say soft. It's because that might have a negative connotation. It's like a very balanced approach.
Right.
The covers I like tend to just be, here it is.
Right.
It's very in your face. But I'll tell you right now, as her reputation grows, if you're just a collector for work, this is a chance for you to save some money. If you're one of these people that buy because hopefully it's going to go up or whatever, her reputation is only going to get bigger. And so commensurately will the price tag get bigger on her work, particularly stuff that's slabbed at like a 9.8.
Right.
You know what I mean? So here's a chance for you to get probably one of the nicer covers I've seen her do.
And guaranteed 9.8, everything tonight, with the exception of the Dynamite 10-pack reader set, we have one up. At this point, that's probably the direction we're always going to go because some of the prices are kind of ridiculous. So we really can't afford to be giving all the stuff away. A lot of the stuff.
What do we care? We don't own this company.
Well, I get the emails,
although
dude.
if we play our cards right, we might.
You go home and then you show up and then you start grabbing statues and books and stuff. Okay, messing up our inventory. I swear, we have a John warehouse now. Okay, in the back.
One Powerball win away.
They came up and they complained to me. They're like, "Look, this guy John, he's messing up our inventory. We need to create a inventory location."
You know what
for
would be
him.
funny? One Powerball win, you would still get those emails that I was looking for books. Now I just tell you, I'll just pick them up with.
Still sends it. Hey, I've got this Green Hornet idea.
Yeah. When that happens, it will be no longer John taking stuff. It'll be John directing me. Hey, Rex, go grab that for me.
No, that's
Bring
Amy's
it to
job.
me.
I'm not doing that.
Bring me a coffee Coke too.
I'm not doing that. That's Amy's job.
And I know we've talked about it before. Oh.
There
you go. I was gonna say I know we've talked about it before because just our style of artwork. I definitely like Alex Ross, that realism type artwork style. If I see anything along those lines, it's almost a guaranteed pickup for me.
No, I listen. I'm a huge Alex Ross fan, as you know. So, all right. So actually, we got to go to break. I can't even believe
break time.
It's already break time. So, stay with us. We'll be back in a few minutes.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit ComicShopLocator.com to find a store near you.
Hi, I'm Nathan Fox. I'm chair of the MFA Visual Narrative Program at the School of Visual Arts, as well as co-creator and artist on the Weatherman series through Image Comics. And you are watching The Experience.
And we're back. John's shopping. So
He's exploring the building again, trying to find more statues.
he just grabbed more stuff. Now he's got more books in his hands, messing up my list. If I have to write anything else down, I'm gonna make you write it with your bad handwriting.
He's got a small stack.
Uh-oh.
I am shopping, and I'll tell
You
you,
want to go to that next?
Nick just picked up. Nick is. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this show, you have a collection that you want to sell. Nick is always looking to pick up collections and stuff like that. Reach out to him at nick.barucci@dynamite.com or whatever.
You got it. At some point, Kyle will throw that up as well.
Yeah, and send him an email. This came from a collection that literally is being unboxed in the back, but we were just talking about Alex Ross. Literally just talking about Alex Ross. In a future episode, I'm going to slide in just a little bit closer because Kyle can't possibly have images of these.
Well, no, you just grabbed
I
them.
literally just grabbed these.
Oh, the awesome timeless variants.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm going to just flash these up. If you want to talk about these for a second, I'm just going to put them up here like this.
so now I love them. I think they're incredible, but I'm also extremely biased when it comes to Alex Ross artwork. I've actually talked to a lot of people who have complained about those covers, saying they're a little too dark. I do get that. They wanted a little bit more color on it, not as much shadow. I can see where they're coming from with it. I don't really care. I still think it's incredible. But
The face,
it's insane. It's photorealism, basically.
It is.
I'm astonished every time I see him do any sort of artwork.
This one just might disappear because the movie came out last month.
Yeah, right. We're watching you, John.
This one is that one is so cool.
Oh yeah. I love
And
it.
yeah, eventually what we'll do is we'll get images of these and Kyle will put them up on a future episode or whatever. But like I said, we were just talking about this. And I'm back there and Nick is going through all this stuff.
Someone that comments on my videos, when the timeless variants were coming out like every other week or every few weeks, he said that he was actually collecting all of them, and he said he was getting a nice frame for it. I don't have the picture of it anymore, but he had it with his collection kind of all lined up, like all together. It looked incredible.
That's cool.
Yeah, it looked real good.
Here's the last one for now because we do have a show to do. This one's probably my favorite. The facial expression he manages for Medusa with the mask and the hair. You would think with the hair and the mask, maybe the facial expression would get lost, but that might be the most expressive face and eyes that he has.
Ron says Nick should get him signed. I'll definitely tell Nick, and you can tell him too, Ron.
I do have signed out.
Nick, did we count how many of these there were?
Like 40.
No, the ones you gave John. We got to keep tight track.
That was 40.
Shoot, I know I forgot something.
Oops.
Well,
I was gonna say I know there's a Spidey one.
We'll
still.
get back to you, Nick. But yeah, so the future episode, these will be up. We'll get we'll
Absolutely.
make sure that we get Kyle the images so that when they're for sale, it's not me just holding it up and showing you or whatever. You'll be
yeah,
able to
because
see.
nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. But the books are so cool.
They are.
The Timeless series is
So it looks like Kyle has the complete set signed by Alex Ross.
nice.
Yeah.
That's
So-
solid.
Yeah.
I was getting the covers for series that I'm not even reading, and I never do that. I almost never get, I usually don't even get cover B. It's usually cover A or nothing.
So I had to pop in. Alex's rep used to do shows here on The Experience when we first started. And he had them one night. He's like, hey, I've got these timeless variants. And he threw them up and nobody bid on them. I'm like, I got to buy them, right? Or Alex Ross art. He didn't mention that they were signed when he put them up.
Oh,
Ooh,
was that
Even
Sal?
better.
surprise.
No, it was Chris Rupp, Sal's business partner. So he made a mistake. And then I get them shipped to me and they're all signed. And I go, hey, man, did I pay the signed or not signed price? And he goes, what do you mean? And I said, he's like, just a text was, oops. And then I didn't
Oops.
hear from him for 2 weeks. So that's
Right.
the story of those.
So-
Unfortunate. I have the Justice Incorporated set signed by Alex, and I got to tell you, that's like a prize spot in my collection, man.
So it looks like 62 Lefty bought the Alex Ross oversized book and of all the timeless covers with a 4-foot long poster too.
I almost
Wow.
picked that up.
Nice. That's really sweet.
Well, when you're at the top of the food chain, they do that kind of stuff.
Yep.
You know what I mean? My buddy Martin Dunn, he kind of works here and there. He's like, they don't do that for me. You know, as he would say, there's no 4-foot poster for me. There's no slipcase edition for me. There's just me hoping I get paid for my work 4 months later.
My dad's
All right,
got
so-
an Alex Ross poster, one of the Avenger covers. I think
Right.
it's like 6 feet long, maybe 7
Wow.
feet, and it's literally incredible. Last time I visited home, he pulled that. I was like, "Hey, you gotta check this out," and he's just trying to find the right spot for it. But it's one of the coolest things I've seen.
So Emmy Comics says, geez, talk about right place, right time. That's for sure.
Right? Yeah, Kyle. Hey, you know what? Some people wouldn't have even asked. That's good on Kyle.
Yeah,
Most
right?
people would have said thank you, and
Yep.
that
Yeah,
would-
called it a
Like
day.
nothing happened.
I'm
Nothing
super
happened.
fortunate. I have an Alex Ross Green Hornet print right around the corner on the wall.
Who's this Green Hornet you speak about? Don't know.
I keep it here on the wall in the office,
And we
but-
appreciate that.
That's
We
the
do.
dude that Ryan Reynolds played, right?
Yikes!
Ooh.
Yikes!
So, all right.
Bad,
you know what?
bad
Let's-
joke. Bad joke.
Yikes!
Ouch. All right, so let's go to one of our best offer books.
Okay.
Deja Thoris, Volume 3, Number 5, Joseph Michael Linsner cover, limited edition, virgin cover, suggested retail of $50. That's going to be one of our best offer takes at books. So best offer at the end of the night takes it, and we're going to start
Nice.
at $1. Buy that for $1. All right, so whoever has the best offer at $7.55 takes the book.
Seriously,
So-
people, don't make me go get 4 quarters from the console of the car.
Because he will.
Somebody buy this, and they should be buying it for a lot more than $1.
Yeah, I have to tell you the other policy we implemented. We're not taking change from
Yes.
you anymore.
I'm sorry. COVID protocols require.
All
no
right,
more
we need
change.
actual bills,
Bills.
Venmo, something, okay? But we're not taking quarters from you.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, this is a vending machine.
Oh, let's do the pack.
Okay, let's do the pack.
Let's do the pack. I
Let's do it.
love this thing, man.
Let's do the pack then.
Well, we're getting closer to Christmas, right? And this is an opportunity for you, of course, to get something for yourself, but this is an opportunity for you to get a really cool gift for, that comic friend that you have.
I'm talking about 10-pack.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The 10-pack, it's $5. It's like 90% off. I mean, and it's a great way for you to sort of, it's like the Dynamite primer to
All right.
read some of the books and stuff like that.
Don't mean to interrupt,
No,
but
go
we
ahead,
have,
interrupt.
let's see, 62 Lefty is offering $5 on
Smart.
the Deja Thoris,
Nice.
Volume 3, Number 5. All right, let me put you down here, Lefty. All right, so Lefty's in, and the leader on that. Continue, please.
And this is.
Don't let John go to the car.
Don't let John
You,
go.
you
to
don't
the
pay me to stop John or tackle John. If you would like to, we can discuss this tomorrow, Nick. Yeah, but I'm going to need a raise if you
If
want
I
to tackle
HR
John.
review.
That's
Okay?
above your pay
Otherwise, I
grade.
can just scream loudly.
We try to make sure that there's not too many doubles, especially if you buy multiple packs.
Yes. Yes.
We try to break them up a little bit. If there's something specific you're looking for, and this kind of goes for anything really. If there's something specific,
Ask the
Yeah,
question.
ask.
We'll do our best.
I mean,
I can't guarantee.
Yeah, but I mean-
we'll do our best.
and even like and beyond just the boost the packs, right? If there's a book you're really wanting to see, and this is a perfect example. I got here today and I said to Rex, "Do we have the Dynamite gangrene version of the books?"
Well, actually, that's not what he said. He first got in here and said, "Hey, Rex, can I have that?" Then he said what he just
That's
said.
why how most people say, "Hey, what's up?" My greeting is, "Can I have this?" But
That's funny.
ask. There's no harm in asking. If we have it, shoot Rex an email. At some point his email gets thrown up in the chat. Just send him an email and say, "Hey, look, I'm looking for, whatever." And if we can find it, again, no guarantees, but if we can find it, if
Yeah,
we
I
have
mean,
it,
we generally make decisions based on what's been moving or what's been
Yeah.
working. But the best way is make a request if you don't see something that you like or something that you're looking for that you're hoping we're going to bring to you. Put it in the chat. Send me an email, rex.wang@dynamite.com. We will always try our best. If we have it, you'll see it. If we don't, we'll try to hunt around for it. But
And this is another reason, my friends who watch on Twitter or whatever, you watch, get into the chat so that you can ask. I had a friend say to me, "Hey, look, I really want to see more Flash," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll mention it," but you could just put that in the chat and ask. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody that watches on all the platforms, but I'm not 100% sure where we are with all the platforms being seen in the chat. You know what I mean?
62 Lefty was watching the Monday show with you and Amy, and he says Rex asked Nick about the 204 special. So I knew about that, Lefty. The reason I knew about that was because I look at the numbers after the show, and you see what happens. Okay, veggie sandwiches, lightheaded. I'm not here. All hell breaks loose. Okay, so I don't know if he's going to do it at 204. Okay, I'll ask. See what you did, Nick? Lefty, he says it was a one-time deal. But I've seen him say that before, too. So I don't know.
I was only supposed to be here for a day.
Yeah, that's right.
That was a year ago.
So Ron says, did I hear that there is going to be a statue tonight? You did.
Perfect.
Actually, there will be 2 statues because, once again, nobody contained John, and he's walking around just picking crap up. Okay,
there is a statue we'll do probably a little bit later.
Yeah.
But this statue, I'm going to kind of move over to the camera because Kyle doesn't have the image because literally I walked in and I pulled this off the desk outside of Nick's office. This is a beautiful Sheena, Queen of the Jungle statue. Unfortunately, I know, it's a little bit hard.
And the one John's holding up is actually the black and white version. And you can see that on the side, actually. Throw up the side. That side.
Sorry.
There you go. Now you're cooling with oil.
There we go.
All right. So this one that John's holding is actually the black and white version. We have the one. We weren't supposed to have one because it's not supposed to come out until Friday.
It's supposed to be available on Friday, but Nick left it unguarded, and I have impulse control issues. It's $189.99. Well, I wanted to get it out tonight because Sheena issue 1 dropped today.
You're hoping to walk out the door with it, dude.
Well, the first $189.99 or me takes it. So
don't give it to us in quarters. I'm not even playing on that one. I ain't counting all those quarters.
Oh my god.
So we have it. Go ahead.
I was just saying it's based on J. Scott Campbell's take on Sheena from a couple of years ago.
Right.
Some of my all-time favorite covers he did. They are just crazy, crazy, crazy good. Decided to do the statue with this. The book comes out today. The first issue is so cool. It's very much Stephen Mooney doing the book. Gene Atchison, not Gene Atchison. I'm sorry, Jet Morales. I'm sorry, I was thinking of Amphiverse. It's Jet Morales and Stephen Mooney. Multiple covers. Really looking to. I'm anxious to see what the feedback is going to be. Alec, I don't think he's read it yet, but I'm kind of looking to see what people's reactions are from reading this. This is Mooney's really kind of pushing the limits of. I know, especially experienced readers are like, I've read Jungle Stories, I'm good, thanks. Now this is going to be the same way I think that Black Panther was modernized for Marvel. I think you're going to see a little bit of that with Sheena for Dynamite.
So Lefty and Adrian, yep, I know. I saw the numbers. I saw you guys got the 10-pack for $2.04. Congratulations. Nick says it was a one-time thing. You never know with Nick. Okay, a couple of veggie sandwiches. Who knows what might happen?
Yeah, he'll wind up having some little protein bar for lunch, and the next thing you know, everything's $1. You're
John can distract him. All kinds of things break loose here. And
he had real food tonight.
He had animal protein, prosciutto. I love prosciutto, by the way.
Did you get the Godfather from
That stuff's
Rastelli's?
good.
Ooh, he did not. So, all right. So, should we just do the other statue?
Let's do the other stuff.
What? We can't hear you. So, well, hold on a second. We're busy. We're actually doing a show here, Nick. All right, so because we got Ron here asking for it, we're gonna go ahead and do it. We have the Red Sonja, and based on Amanda Connor art statue, the bronze version, limited edition.
Is that the bronze version?
That is the bronze version. I think there were only 200 made. I want to say.
I was going to say it was either 200 or 250. I remember the.
Yeah.
It was not a huge.
So it's 7.5 inches high and stands on a 3-inch wide base. And there it is. Much better picture than me holding up the box.
Me holding it up.
And that is going to be a best offer item tonight. So it will be the best offer starting at 25. I know you have 50 there, Kyle, but Nick called an audible. So we're going to start the best offers at 25 for the statue. And the best offer by 7:55 tonight takes it. All right. So we have that available tonight. We also have the Sheena statue available tonight. That shouldn't be available until Friday, but thank you, John, for messing everything up. So Lefty says, Adrian says, Ronald, they are calling for you. Ronald may be busy hiding from his wife, convincing her that he's looking for vacation plans for their 30th anniversary. Ronald's wallet wants to see the other statue. I guarantee Ronald's wife does not want to see that statue.
You want me to hold the statue up again?
Sure, hold it up again.
Ron, I got to tell you, this statue is.
Look, Ronald could be ducking a taser right now. So
you know what? I'm going to try to.
You good? Right there.
Right here?
Yep. That's it. Perfect. So, all right. So the two statues we have on sale tonight, Sheena black and white statue, supposed to be released on Friday. So this is a preview. Available. We have one, assuming I can stop John from taking it out to his car, for $189.99. Again,
I would really like to see one of our people. I would really like to see Ron or somebody take this. I mean, somebody deserving.
Yeah, I mean, so this is a preview. We're not gonna, it's not supposed to be released till Friday. And then we have the Red Sonja by Amanda Connor statue, bronze limited edition, suggested retail of $149.99. Best offer starting at $25. Best offer by $755 takes it.
Someone is going to get a sweet deal on that statue.
Yeah, for real, right?
And they only, like we talked about, they only made. I thought it was 250. Rex thinks it's 200. He's probably right.
You might be right.
There's not a ton of these that were made. Amanda Connor's version of Red Sonja, super popular. You know what I mean? Like you go to like the Red Sonja Facebook group, and there's a lot of time spent in, is it Frank Thorne? Is it Walter Giovanni? Is it Amanda Connor? You know what I mean? Jenny Frison. Like who's got the best take on Sonja?
So you know what? Let's do.
Speaking of Red Sonja,
you want to do a Red Sonja?
There's a slab book. I'm looking right at it.
Let's do it.
It's a signed slab book.
All right. So this is Red Sonja, Price of Blood #1, CGC graded 9.4.
9.4.
And it is actually signed by David Finch. And
who happens to be one of Nick's favorite artists, by the way.
And it is slabbed a 9.4, and the signature is also guaranteed by CGC. That's why we have the yellow tag. And it is also, let me find it here. It is also one of our best offer books. So it has suggested retail of $250.
Yep.
And we're going to start it tonight at $25. Best offer takes it by $755. So that's a very limited one. The 9.8s, I believe, were created for crowdfunding. So this is one of the few leftovers that we have that didn't grade out to a 9.8, but that we have available.
It is a beautiful cover.
Yeah, and it's signed and guaranteed. The authenticity is guaranteed by CGC. So we have that available tonight as well. And should we do a signed book? We haven't done a signed book yet.
Yeah, let's do a signed book.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Let's do.
I'm looking at a bunch of them.
Let's do Blue and Gold #1, signed by Dan Jurgens.
Dan Jurgens.
Yeah. So Blue and Gold #1, signed by Dan Jurgens, suggested retail of $49.99, and we have it tonight for $19.86.
Sweet cover.
And of course, we have one available tonight. So let's see. And in a few minutes, we'll have to go to our second break. So you know what? Let's do a recap.
Yeah, like we're buzzing along here fairly quickly.
We are. Well, the first couple, just kind of flew off the shelf, so we didn't have to talk about it anymore. All right. So we had the Dynamite 10-pack reader set. Suggested retail, so 10 random Dynamite titles with a cover price of $3.99 or higher. Suggested retail of $40. Have it tonight for $5. I know a lot of our viewers have picked them up, through previous shows. Great gift. Great if you're starting out your collection. Great if you're looking for new titles to read. So it'll be random. If you buy more than one, we'll try to make sure we don't duplicate. Then we had Blue and Gold #1 signed by Dan Jurgens. Suggested retail of $49.99. We have it tonight for $19.86. Then we have the Red Sonja Price of Blood #1 CGC graded, signed by David Finch, and it is guaranteed 9.4. Suggested retail of $250. We have it tonight for $20. Best offer starting at $25. So best offer at $7.55 takes it. Spider Woman #5, Legacy #100, Peach Momoko variant, CGC graded 9.8. Suggested retail of $89.99, and we have it tonight for $62. Betty Page Volume 4 #3, Kano limited virgin cover still available. That was our first early bird special at $10. Suggested retail of $50. The Deja Thora's 62 Lefty is in the lead at $5. It's one of our best offer books of the night, so best offer at the end of the night takes it. Excuse me. T-Pain took the Red Sonja that we had for $11, and then we had Ron took the Firefly. T-Pain took the Amazing Spidey with the Venom sketch, and then we have the two statues: Red Sonja by Amanda Connor statue, bronze limited edition, suggested retail of $149.99. Best offer takes it. Starting offers are starting at $25, and then the Sheena black and white statue for $189.99. And this is a preview, literally. It's supposed to be released this coming Friday.
I'll tell you right now, somebody who's thinking of this, don't let it wait till Friday. And I'll kind of give you a little bit of an insider baseball tip here. The people who watch the show on Friday are slightly different than our.
All right. So I'm sorry.
No,
so Ron offered $25 for the Red Sonja
nice
CGC graded book. So I got you down, buddy. So Ron at $25. So Ron started the offers at $25 for that. And go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say there's like a different audience. A slightly different audience for the Friday show. You know what I mean? They're like more in collector mode. Let's put it this way. If you like this statue, get it now. Don't wait till Friday. And then, maybe you're sort of dealing with someone else. I don't know if the price will be the same on Friday. This was the price I knew that we could offer it for today. Nick sort of does things the Nick way on,
Right.
During the show. I mean, I'll let you know right now, it's $189.99 is considerably less than it's retail.
Well, keep in mind, people have pre-ordered this, so we have to kind of get it out to them first. Meaning that.
What do you mean by first?
Well,
if it's first come, first served, and I'm the first one to see it.
You didn't pre-order it before we manufactured it, pal.
Pre-order.
Yes, that does not constitute coming to our door, sticking face against the glass, going, "Let me in."
I haven't done pre-orders in a long time.
Notice we locked the door this time, didn't we?
I know, the door was locked when I came in today. I was like, what?
It's part of my new John control method, okay? But it didn't work because Nick let him in, and then, look,
hi,
we got a Sheena statue that wasn't supposed to be on tonight. So, let's see. Lefty says, Adrian, I have 4 signed listeners. Hang on my wall. Go for it. No worries.
Nice.
Ron says, I'm sorry, but I had to leave the room for a moment. Is the Slabbed Red Sonja book signed? It is, Ron. It is signed by
David Finch. Another one of those writers that's in that conversation in the Red Sonja Facebook group about who's the best Red Sonja artist.
And his cover art is amazing.
His cover art's amazing.
There's so much going on here. But it is also, the signature is also CGC guaranteed, Ron. So just so you know, buddy.
Cool.
All right. So Ron is in the lead with that at 25. That is a best offer item for the night. One of the best offer items for the night. But so AR, before we go to break, what did you see for New Comic Book Day that you think that piqued your interest, so to speak?
Man, so I'd say overall is a really solid week. Let's see. I actually got my stack right here. So
Yeah,
I picked up Red Sonja. I was a big fan of Red Sonja. Marvel, they had a couple issues. I think I actually only got one from them this week. So the usual. DC, I'm not a big DC guy, but they actually came out with it's called Dark Knights of Steel, issue number 1. Surprisingly really good. I think if you're an actual DC fan, you're going to get a lot more joy out of it than I did. But the concept of it, I'm not going to really spoil it or anything, but it's written by Tom Taylor too. And I know that's a big, he's bigger in the DC realm.
Yeah.
It's like a medieval fantasy that has Batman, all the Robins, Superman, but it's like a fantasy medieval setting. So they're really gearing up for like a whole new event, I guess. I mean, it's 12 issues. So
Right.
I'm going to keep going with it. I thought it was cool.
I'd heard they were sort of going to revisit Elseworlds. Like that, there was an Elseworlds where there were.
I think that's this.
And I think they've realized people 90s, very early 2000s, you had some amazing creators do some very cool stories for Elseworlds. And then I guess, like all things, it's sort of, they moved out of that period.
Right.
But you go back and you find some of this stuff, particularly if people finding stuff in dollar bins where like Bruce Wayne has like a Green Lantern power ring. And I'm like, oh yeah, it was a story called like In Darkest Night or something. And, you kind of have these really kind of neat stories of, we had was it last Friday? Nick and I had The Nail, which was one of probably the best stories ever, where what happens when there's no Superman? Like the rest of the DC universe evolves, but there's no Man of Steel.
Right.
What does it look like? And, I would tell people, if this appeals to you, shoot over to your LCS and ask them about if they have an Elseworlds area. They used to. Most of the guys I used to talk to way back when just had an Elseworlds box. Because sometimes these things were collections, sometimes they were individual.
Right.
Probably the best known Elseworlds are Gotham by Gaslight for Batman, and I understand later they tried to squeeze Dark Knight into Elseworlds, but I don't know how successful that is. And then Kingdom Come are probably the two really big sort of. I remember Kingdom Come got an audiobook, which was something that's common today, but wasn't that big 20 years ago.
Right.
You had slipcase editions. You had like 3 different versions of trading cards. There was a lot to Kingdom Come, and you can find that stuff at a reasonable price. Hopefully, this book Alex is talking about maybe kicks that off a little bit.
Maybe.
It was cool. I mean, like I said, I always talk about it all the time. I really don't have a lot of knowledge on DC. It's just not my thing. But if there's a new DC limited series or they're doing an event, like there's this one, they came out with DC versus Vampires last week. And I know we've talked about it. Their events are so cool. Their little limited series are always really good. But I just, non-DC fan, I can't really get behind a lot of the ongoings. I lose a lot of interest.
So, all right. So we have to go to our second break. Stay with us. We'll be back in a few minutes.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise. A promise of adventure. A promise of excitement. A promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey. And behind every page, there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit comicshoplocator.com today.
Hey, I'm Garrett Gunn. You might know me from Good Boy, Warcorns, Franklin and Gus, and you're watching The Experience.
All right, it's getting dangerous when he wanders between breaks, man.
I did wander. And
What we got now?
this collection that Nick just scored, it'll be a little while before it's available, but I just kind of grabbing a fistful here and there. And there's some. I'm just going to
better be counting this. I'm just saying.
What? There's 4 books here.
That looks like more than 4.
Your definition of 4 is very different from my definition of 4, apparently.
Some really cool stuff. I don't know if with the glare we're going to be able to see these.
Some cool Spidey. Nice.
I mean, some of the stuff in here is just
awesome.
It really is. If you're a Spider-Man fan,
I'm just gonna go grab something to eat. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll get to you, son. It'll be fine.
This is just a sample. I mean, this is like,
and this book is very much literally. This was
nice.
Today we were talking about. Morbius.
The new trailer just came out.
New trailer just came out for Morbius. Wow, this is a really nice copy of this Wonder Woman. Ghost Rider is blowing up.
and since we were talking about vampires.
We were talking about vampires, and I got to tell you, these are 2 books I had when I was a kid. Whitman did Dark Shadows before another publisher did. Not as well as the other publisher, but Whitman was good. And this is a book I've pestered Nick about constantly to the point where he's going to strain his eyes from rolling. Atlas Comics is from a while back. This is, I think, Neil Adams on the cover.
Yep.
Of Planet of Vampires. A really, really cool book, way ahead of its time. It really was. That collection, we're going to have some very cool stuff on upcoming shows. I hope you can join us, Rex.
Alex, nothing's going to be left if you keep taking it. I'm going to run out of inventory. The shows will end because we won't have any inventory.
Don't even bother putting in an entry for that Planet of Vampires thing. I have plans for that.
All right. So, AR, I encourage you, when you see that comic, buy it. Okay? So John can't have it. I might even help subsidize AR's buy.
Planet of Vampires is just really sort of Dark Shadows. There are Dark Shadows fans. They didn't particularly like the movie because it was a little comedic. Mm-hmm. But if you're a fan of like the old series, and I think it's on Amazon or one of the services now, it was also way ahead of its time. I mean, this thing took place in the 60s. It was a soap opera, so there was a live to tape episode.
My mom was a huge fan.
Live to tape episode every day of this thing.
Yep.
And I got to tell you, man, they used to rebroadcast it on a local channel here. And I remember running home from school as a kid, like in the fall when it got dark early, because like when I was young, you had to be home by the time it was dark, right?
Right.
You would run home
when the street lights came on,
and this thing would be on. And I got to tell you, when you're a little kid, Dark Shadows is some creepy stuff.
Yeah, it's scary.
It's scary.
I didn't like watching it when my mom was watching it.
My mom would be like, "Here, I'm making dinner. Sit here and watch this." And my eyes would be like, "What?" It's crazy, but it's a lot of fun. Planet of Vampires is another one of those things that's ahead of its time. I don't know if because vampires weren't 100% traditional superhero comics,
right?
The creators took a little bit more, stretched it a little bit what they get away with. Planet of Vampires is something that I'll find out who has the rights to and pester them to do it again.
God help them. That's all I'm saying. God help them. Oh, it'll be the worst thing that ever happened.
Hi, I'm a host from The Experience, and I'm going to need you to reissue these.
Where are your offices located? I'd like to come by sometime.
I'd like to come by.
All right, so let's do another side.
I'll tell you right now, it's not just you guys. Zenoscope Comics is in the plaza across from where my wife works, up in Horsham, PA, and all the
I didn't know that was PA.
Taco trucks in the parking lot. Out Goes guys came, and tons of signed books that I got. Thank you.
Why doesn't a taco truck come here, dude?
You'll
Why you tell me that story?
You'll have to,
Like the pictures of food you sent me, it's just mean,
You'll
John.
have to discuss.
It's just mean.
You like the salmon tacos?
I love salmon tacos. Just bring
Yeah,
the taco truck.
I would go for
Give
that.
me that
Right now.
statue. You're not taking anything. Give me that statue.
I'm hoping this statue. Somebody did Ron buy this yet? Whose statue?
No, Ron
is
hasn't
this?
bought it yet. Ron's, I think, in and out. I think Ron's like doing that duck from his wife. He's trying to move. Moving target's harder to hit. If you're stationary, it's much easier to get tased. So I think Ron's like kind of ducking, dodging, and just,
Hoverboard. I love you, baby.
Juking and getting around the couch and stuff. So my God, man, I swear, I like tacos. I like to see a taco truck in my parking lot.
Yeah, you can find them on Instagram. These tacos I did were Asian style.
Why? Why would I look on Instagram at a picture of food? Why would I do this?
Everybody does it.
Well, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm unfollowing John Cole. I'm done.
Yeah, they were tacos I did in garlic sauce. Like I sort of
That sounds
decided
delicious.
like a little trip.
It does.
Japanese 5-spice or Asian 5-spice and seaweed salad. Because tacos always have like a little lettuce or whatever, and I'm like, no. So we went with seaweed salad, and there was none left. I made quite a large platter of them.
I think what was that? What you posted and I commented on?
It might have been yesterday.
Yeah.
Today's was the
today's
was the pork loin sandwich.
That's just, man, I don't understand you, John.
What is your Instagram?
All your emails go to my junk mail, and I don't get a taco truck. I don't get nothing. I get pictures.
If you want to talk to the publisher about having a taco truck come by one day and he approves it, I think you guys do so little work as it is. He's afraid if I bring a truck, it'll just be Amy working and everyone else will be.
Oh, you are so full of it. That is so not true. So, Adrian, what are we arguing about? Okay, let me explain to you. Okay, that another unnamed publisher that's based out of Horsham, PA. So, for John to get his signed comics, he produced a taco truck. Okay, so you understand John's history. John is retired from the food industry. So he has a big following of people that follow his food, and John's quite the cook and creative genius in terms of coming up with food. To date, now, we've been doing this show since when?
9 years, I think it must feel like for you. For me, the time has flown by.
Put a zero behind that. And no taco truck has appeared in front of my office. Okay, I like tacos, but what John will do is he'll post pictures of food and tag me. To date, I still have not eaten any of his food. Okay, I've gone to a few restaurants that he suggested, but again,
do you want to talk to the publisher about me catering the Dynamite holiday party, year-end party?
I would just like you to bring the taco truck, John. Okay, all right. So, okay, now Ron.
Alec can't wait to get back to Pennsylvania. He's like,
I'm so excited.
I'll
be back in time for the brewery show.
Let me tell you, if AR shows up and the taco truck shows up, I'm really going to be pissed. Okay? All right, I'm just saying. Okay? I'm going to be jealous and pissed. Nothing against you, AR, but I feel like if anybody's owed a taco truck, it would be me. Okay? All right, you could at any time, if John gets on your nerves, just shut off and say, "Oh, I had internet problems tonight. Sorry about that, guys." Okay, where am I running to? I can't run nowhere. He's blocking the door. Okay,
I parked him in too.
So Ron just chimed in and said he just told his wife that he is on the phone arguing with a travel agent right now. Okay. Oh, so Adrian's question was actually directed to Ron, not to me and you.
And you told that story for nothing?
It doesn't matter. So
you
I got
better
the
have a good book, a price on a good book.
Listen, I'm just saying, I got the vent. Okay. All right. Now I'm stuck on the taco thing now. All right. Okay. Would you have seared tuna on that?
Salmon. King salmon, actually.
God. Jeez Louise, John. Okay, seriously, I'm going to need that statue back.
I got a friend who has a pretty reputable seafood business, and every once in a while he gets me some really nice, like, king salmon from Alaska.
Can I say something? Saying pretty, what did you say? The pretty, what was it? Not pretty reasonable, pretty dependable, or what did you just say about that seafood distributor?
Pretty reputable.
Pretty reputable. Do you want pretty reputable where you get your seafood? No, you want pristine. Okay.
Well, I didn't want to be a jerk, but he is the largest purveyor of meats and fish in South Jersey, but Nick is in his store all the time.
Awesome. Okay. What is a disreputable? Kyle wants to know what is a disreputable seafood business.
That's gas station sushi.
Listen, if you're buying sushi from a gas station, you almost kind of deserve it. That's all.
You know what? I get the romance of fried chicken from a gas station. Sushi's a whole other.
I got good news, bad news.
What?
Pam packed the veggie sandwich.
Oh, everybody get
all right.
Get those.
I got my pen out to slashing prices tonight, baby.
One last time, repeat performance, $2.04 for a starter set.
See?
Oh, there we see.
$2.04. Okay, so
limit one per person.
Why don't you take a bite of that sandwich?
That's like 41 nickels. If you get 41 nickels, put them in a box and send them to Rex.
And you still get a penny back.
Do not send me change. I'm not even playing.
No, we are not.
All right.
We need a Coinstar machine in here for you to count everything.
Now,
so,
you're talking about gas station sushi. So when I was in the Air Force, my main job was like like a maintainer. I did maintenance, and the areas that we worked in weren't the best. There was a little snack shop that people would go and get stuff from. They had a little fridge in there. There was always sushi to buy. And when I tell you this was like the grossest looking sushi like imaginable, people bought it all the time and they ate it constantly. It looked so disgusting though, but people loved it.
Ew, gas station sushi.
It may as well have been gas station sushi, to be honest.
So, all right.
See, it depends though, because I've been to places outside of San Antonio, not sushi, but gas station tamales. They were some of the best I've ever had.
Listen,
I'm a big gas station food fan. I get it all the time.
Yeah. Where was it? I went up to PA near the Penn State area, and again, my daughter is coaching a softball team. I'm helping her out. We went to Penn State for a tournament. And we got up there real late. Everything was closed, and it's pandemic and everything else. So we stopped at a gas station called Sheetz. I got to tell you, I'm a big Wawa guy, but Sheetz was phenomenal. I could get a burger, I could get beer, I could get wine. I mean, there was nothing I couldn't get there.
You're drinking beer and wine when you're driving your daughter back from state college?
We were there. We were getting ready to check in a hotel. We needed dinner.
Wait, anybody who doesn't think we're serious about the veggie sandwich?
There is a veggie sandwich.
Pam didn't make that.
That's the wash down.
Pam never made it. I didn't say she made it.
I thought you said, Pam got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
because that looks like a Rostelli box to me.
Everybody thank Pam. It is from Rostelli.
It is from Rostelli's. That's
Everybody
what I was.
So in Nick's non-animal protein stupor, he has again lowered the price for the Dynamite 10-pack reader set.
Yes.
From $5 to $2.04. Why $2.04 and not $2? Because he likes to make our accountants miserable.
No, because Dynamite started in 2004.
Yeah, Dynamite started in 2004.
But I really think my answer is better.
Shouldn't you know that, sir? You're employed at this company.
Yeah. Okay. So again, he likes to make our accounting department miserable.
That's true.
So he's going to add 4 pennies, so they have to do the math.
Oh, you know what else we should do if we're already on the other pack? We should do the mega pack.
Lefty, he said 1 per customer. But so if you definitely want 1, I'll put you down for 1. As he continues to eat his non-animal protein sandwich, it's very hard to say, right? Earlier, didn't I say? I told you Nick said that was a one-time offer that he did last show. Okay, he starts chewing on that sandwich. We're at $7.17, and next thing you know, it's down to $2.04. So he came out and said, limit 1 per customer. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm just repeating what he told me. Okay, 3 bites into that sandwich, who knows what might happen?
Who knows what'll happen?
Right, exactly. So, and Adrian, you're right. Poor Manuel. Exactly. He has to do all this nonsense. Okay, he had to come out and ask me today. Listen, I'm looking at the numbers, and the $5 Dynamite pack's pretty cheap. Why are these people saying they bought it for $2.04? I go, well, unfortunately, I wasn't on the show trying to keep everything under control.
Board of directors, we'll handle that.
Yeah, Nick went nutso, because John's always encouraging him, and next thing you know, the thing drops to $2.04. Okay.
Speaking of nuts and encouragement, do the mega pack.
Okay, I'll do the mega pack.
The mega pack is.
I'm not sure how that segues into the mega pack, but we're doing it anyway.
Well, the price and what you get for it is insane. That's absolutely nuts.
Let me see. Where's the? Why can't I find? Oh, here it is. Okay, so the deluxe mega mix set includes. So we did this last show. We had 2 Marvel and DC. So we brought one back. This one's kind of a mix. So it comes with a Spider-Gwen number 25, lenticular variant CGC graded, guaranteed 9.8. King in Black sketch cover remark by Ken Hazer.
That's
Ken in Black.
cool.
Ken in Black. King in Black number 1 variant silver signature series signed by Ryan Stegman. And
That would be cool. He should do a Ken in Black, like a bunch of sketches on.
and a Detective Comics number 1000 2010s variant silver signature series signed by Greg Capullo. So all together 4 books for $99, and we have 1 mega pack available tonight.
This
And
is going to be hard for people to see. Like the lenticular action is not great on the video.
Yeah, you can't really see it.
You can't really see it, but it is so cool.
All right, so Lefty's in for one of the 10 packs, and so is Adrian. Got you down, guys.
That's an awesome mega pack too.
Yeah,
Mega
you know
mix
what?
set.
We kind of threw it on the last show, AR, just trying to mix it up a little bit, try to find some value, and we figured, we'll throw a CGC 9.8, a remark, and a couple of side books and see where it takes us.
This way, you kind of get a little bit of everything,
Right.
Sometimes people wonder, like, what do I want to collect? This is if you're serious about starting to collect something. Like we talked about this before. If today was day 1 for me as a collector, I would probably zero in on remarks. Because
honestly, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously, at my age, I've been collecting a lot of different stuff for a lot of years. But, if this was day 1, I absolutely would be like, remarks are the way to go. Because, of course, Kens are amazing. But some of the others out there are just...
Well, I think it covers a lot of bases, So we have, hey, Nico, Little Dragon. Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us.
How do you buy the Dynamite set? Okay, so if you're new to the show, basically, if you want to claim anything that we're offering tonight, go ahead and put it in the chat, which Nico, you just did. And Kyle just threw up the
QR code.
The QR code. The QR code.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you. The QR code, which you can click on, or he'll also throw up the link, and that brings you to a submission form. Fill out the submission form so we know your ship to address, your real name, all that good stuff. We'll get it invoiced out right away, and as soon as we get all that information, we'll get it packed up and sent out to you. So,
easy.
All right. So I'm going to put you down, Nico Little Dragon, for 1. And yeah, just make sure that you fill out the submission form. Otherwise, we have no idea where to send it to you. And we'll get that taken care of for you. Lefty's there giving him some advice as well. Thank you, Lefty. And that's true for anything that you see tonight that you want to purchase. Claim it in the chat, fill out the submission form, send it out, and we'll have all the information necessary. So $2.04, that's crazy. All right, so let's get to one of the books that we actually had planned for tonight, as opposed to John just randomly picking crap up. So let's go with Heroes in Crisis number 1, signed by Tom King. Suggested retail of $49.99, and we have one available tonight at $26.99.
Nice. And to go back to what John was saying too.
Nice.
Say that again, AR.
I was gonna say, and to go back to what John was saying too, like if I didn't have my channel and I didn't have like a set thing going on and I could go back and redo it, I would absolutely focus on remarks. Those are just so incredible. And typically, I mean, obviously you can buy them here on the Experience. You can buy them at a lot of like online retailers, but to go somewhere to a con, to just other shops, and an artist comes through just to get that done, that's just such an awesome piece for your collection. Like, not only do you have that, but it's such an experience. You got to meet the writer or the artist, and they just left a little something. And it might be unique to you. Maybe they put your initials down low in the corner, or you ask for a certain color and they do that. Now that's specific to you. It's just a cool experience.
It is. I mean, and that's part of it as well. So Ron says, Nico, use your real name on the submission form. I tried to use the name Buck Naked and it didn't work out for me.
Well, we appreciate the business.
I got to tell you that when Ron first started, viewing our shows, he seemed like such a straight and narrow sort of guy. just, very, very straightforward and everything else. And then one day he posts up in chat, I think it was that he told his wife he was watching a Bible study show and would randomly cry out hallelujah so she wouldn't come in and see what he was doing. So Ron turned out to be one of the funnier guys I've ever had the pleasure of conversing with. So you know what? Let's see. We did the statues. All right. So you know what? Let's do a quick recap again, just so everybody knows what we've had on air.
And where we stand with some of these best offer takes of things.
Yeah, exactly. So Dynamite 10-pack reader set, 10 random Dynamite titles, suggested retail of $40, cover prices of $3.99 or higher. We were selling it for $5. Nick started eating his veggie sandwich, got a little lightheaded, and we're back down to $2.04 after he had told us earlier in the show that was a one-time deal. So apparently that one-time deal is now a two-time deal. All right. So it is limit one per customer, but if you want it, $2.04, I guarantee you, I don't even need to look at the books. We're losing money on this package. Okay. At $2, we were losing on E5, and then he cuts it to $2.04. Okay. All right. Manuel's going to be very unhappy tomorrow.
Is John on this phone ordering?
Who?
What?
Is John on this phone ordering food?
I don't know what John's doing.
No, I was just looking at something on Dynamic Forces.
Yeah, I don't know what John's doing. It's not my job. So then we had Blue and Gold #1.
No, that's my wife's
But
job.
if you want to give me a raise, I'll watch John. Blue and Gold #1, signed by Dan Jurgens. Suggested retail of $49.99. We have it tonight for $19.86. Then we had Heroes in Crisis #1, signed by Tom King. Suggested retail of $49.99, and we have it tonight for $26.99. Then we did. All right. So this is all right. So for anybody joining us, or this is their first time watching our show, we have buy it now claims. Then we have best offer claims. So the Red Sonja is a best offer claim. It is Red Sonja, Price of Blood #1, CGC signed, CGC graded and signed, not guaranteed 9.4, signed by David Finch, the cover artist. Suggested retail of $250. The best offer starts at $25, and Ron is currently in the lead with an offer of $25. Spider-Woman #5, Legacy #100, Peach Momoko variant, CGC graded 9.8, guaranteed. Suggested retail of $89.99. We have it tonight for $62. And just to remind everybody, other than the Dynamite 10-pack, everything tonight we have only one quantity of at this price. So there he is, Dave Cerrone in the house.
There he is.
All right, so Dave is now the high offer at $40 on the Red Sonja Finch signed CGC graded 9.4.
I knew people were going to start bidding a little bit over that because, that's a $250 book all day, probably a $300 book at shows and comps.
Right. So, all right. Then we had the Betty Page Volume 4, #3, Kano Limited, Virgin cover, limited edition cover. Suggested retail of $50. That was our early bird special. So the first person to claim that book gets it at $10. So that is not a best offer book. Then we had Deja Thoris, Volume 3, #5, Joseph Michael Linsner, limited edition Virgin cover. It is also a best offer. That is another one of our best offer books of the night. 62 Lefty is in the lead with an offer of $5. Then we had the Red Sonja Volume 5 was claimed by T-Pain. That was our other early bird special. Then we had the Firefly #1 remark, but that was claimed by Ron.
With statues.
And then I'm getting to that. Give me a minute. And then we had the Amazing Spider-Man remark that was claimed by T-Pain. Congratulations on that one. Then we had the Deluxe Mega Mix set, which includes Spider-Gwen #25, lenticular CGC graded guaranteed 9.8, King in Black sketch cover remarked by Ken Hazer, King in Black #1 variant silver signature series signed by Ryan Stegman, Detective Comics #1000, 2010s variant silver signature series signed by Greg Capullo. So that's all 4 books for $99.99. And then we had the Red Sonja by Amanda Connor statue, bronze limited edition, suggested retail of $149.99, best offer starting at $25, and we don't have an offer yet on that. And then John broke the rules, and you're going to have to hold that up, brought the Sheena black and white statue for $189.99, and we were supposed to have that. That was supposed to go on sale on Friday.
But this thing is so cool. I saw it sitting there, and I was like, "Yeah, I can't wait." Like I said, too, we also get different people on Friday, so I wanted some of our regular people we see on Monday and Wednesday to have a shot at this first.
Now that I finished my veggie sandwich,
Oh no!
people can order up to 3 of the starter sets.
Told you. All right, so now.
No.
You can now wait. Ron has claimed the Red Sonja statue is putting an offer in at 25. So Ron, you are in the lead at 25.
That's a nice statue.
All right, so
It really
now
is.
that Nick has had his non-animal protein sandwich, okay, and clearly his blood sugar level is dropping, he now says that
What kind of mushrooms are they putting in that sandwich?
I know,
the prices
for real,
are
right?
so
Can I have
low?
some? So now the Dynamite 10-pack reader set at $2.04. Suggested retail of $40
Or more,
because
there might be $4.99 books.
That is correct.
I
Okay.
paid $4.99.
Who
for these
cares
books.
at
This is so terrible.
$2.04? It's available at $2.04, and now you can get up to 3 per customer.
You know, that really doesn't make sense.
What doesn't make sense?
We should go up to 4 for 2004.
So now 4.
I said we should. I didn't say we will.
Adrian, Lefty says bump your packs up to 3. Do you want to go to 4, Lefty? Making it 5 total. Let me know. It's changing on the fly.
That's like $10.
Okay. So, all right. So Dave says, give me a 10-pack. So Dave's in on 10-pack as well.
You know what I'm
all right.
thinking
I'm
of?
waiting to hear from Lefty.
And if you want to throw in the tip, feel free. Rex and John work on tips.
I have my tip over here. I'm good. Then.
Somebody bring me a taco truck. That's all I want is a taco truck.
I wish you guys could see the look on Nick's face. I said, my tip is here, and touched the statue. And Nick was like,
All right.
oh, no.
All right, Lefty, I'm bumping you up to 3 packs unless you say different. So you can get up to 4 now. Okay. So Nico Little Dragon is up to 4.
Nice.
Awesome. All right. I need a taco truck.
Yeah, this is a chance for you guys to laugh. I paid full price for these books. I didn't get them for $2.04. I was told, hey.
We're gonna have to frisk you on the way out. Okay. I'm just saying. Okay.
I'm like the late innings guy.
Check
All
that
right, so
statue.
Adrian's
Check
up
that
to
statue
4.
box. He's got all the packs in there. I heard.
What's the price on the Sheena statue? All right, Dave. The price on the Sheena statue is $189.99.
Now I'm gonna let you know, Dave. That's like off the retail. I don't know what Nick is going to offer this thing for on Friday. This was the price I knew we could sell it for tonight.
The John discount.
He
just kept going, please, Nick, and then Nick just
I mean, not to be a jerk, but that's a little bit of a John discount. I don't know what it's going to be on.
And
Friday.
Kyle says, I don't need a taco truck. I need a Scotch truck. That's true. But the problem,
Man, that's
Kyle,
a genius move, man.
But wait a minute. The problem, Kyle, is I found out years ago that although I love Scotch, Scotch doesn't love me back. I've been told by family members I get mean. So now I switched to bourbon. See, I don't get mean when I drink bourbon. I don't know why that is. Must be the kind of wood that the two liquors are aged in. Not sure why, but it is what it is.
You know what?
And
we can have a Rex the Mean Trunk character in the next Evil Ernie series because that sounds like
you keep me from a taco truck and you're going to get that character right on air. Okay, right during the live stream. You know what? It's 7:32. Sorry, Kyle. We have to go to our last and final break. So stick with us. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, and we're back. So to address the comments here, Kyle says Scotch loves no man. That is true.
Facts.
However, I don't know what it is. I drink Scotch and I get mean and nasty. I drink bourbon, or as Lefty suggests, Irish whiskey, which I have tried. I do like that a lot. I do love the taste of Scotch though, especially a good single malt like a Glenlivet. But it doesn't work for me.
Burgundy does the thing. Scotch, in my tummy.
I guess we were at a party when my daughter was really young, and my friend knew that I love Scotch, so the Scotch was flowing, and he got some great stuff like Glenlivet. If you're not a Scotch drinker, that's all single malt stuff. And I remember the next day, my daughter, of course, got up at like dark 30, like little kids do, and she goes, "Dad, why were you so nasty last night?" I'm like, nasty? I wasn't nasty. She goes, "Oh, Dad, you were." That's when I realized that I can't drink Scotch. So then I switched to bourbon and never got those comments again. I don't know what it is. It must be something in the wood, the way it's aged. I don't know.
You know what you need to try, my friend? Go out to where the Amish are and get yourself some corn whiskey or white whiskey.
Oh, I've had that.
I've
had that.
Oh boy, that's like my favorite.
I've had I went to college at George Mason University down in the Washington D.C. area, but on the Virginia side, and I had a friend that lived further south.
Oh yeah,
dude, I've had it in that mason jar. Okay.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That stuff is great.
We got in the collection real quick. Sold House of X hardcover.
Nice.
Wow. Oh, sorry.
Oh, price is dropping. That's not what he means.
Wakanda Files. So we got silver, we got bronze.
We got some. This collection is very cool. Like I said, Nick is going through it. It's being processed. It'll be available probably. I'm guessing some of those books will be available sooner than later.
All right. So Dave has a question or request. Dave goes, "Sorry, I'm late. I was sleeping, but John appeared to me in a dream again." All right, you guys need to take that offline. All right. So, Dave, did I miss a non-trade dress Perilla? You did not, but we do have one. So
we do have one.
We do. So we have the Vampirella Volume 5, Number 12, Lucio Perilla, limited edition virgin cover.
Awesome.
Suggested retail of $50, and we have it tonight for $19.69, the year Vampirella first appeared. So there you go, buddy. I know that he is Dave is a big collector of non-trade dress covers. So we try to program these things thinking, he's claiming a Perilla. Didn't see that coming.
Well, we also have non-trade dress Deja Thoris and Betty Page. Are those still available?
Let me see. Hold on. No, wait, hold on a second. All right. The Deja Thoris, Joseph Michael Linsner was a best offer book. 62 Lefty is in the lead with an offer of $5. The Amanda Connor Red Sonja was claimed by. That was our early bird special. That was claimed by T-Pain, so that's gone. Let me see. And then we have we still have the Betty Page Volume 4, Number 3, Kano limited edition virgin cover. Suggested retail of $50. That was our first early bird special. That's available for $10 for the first person that claims it.
Dave claimed this. What? It's really cool.
He did.
I'd rather him take it than me take it.
No, you don't.
No, seriously, I do.
You're hoping we have another copy.
If I didn't want people to take the books, I would be in the chat room and not on this side of the computer.
All right, hold on. Dave, 10 on the Deja Thoris. Okay, so Dave is now in the lead at 10 for the Deja Thoris Joseph Michael Linsner limited edition virgin cover. All right, so you know what? Let's do another remark. What do you guys think? Do we have another remark?
Oh yeah, I see at least one.
I'd be happy.
You know what? Let's do the very good.
Man.
Kyle, that's just the one I was thinking. Batman number 75.
Nice.
Signed and remarked by Ken Hazer. That is an awesome shot. Suggested retail of $89.99. We have it tonight for $75. We only have the one. And again, I mean, I can't talk enough about Ken Hazer. I mean, you as well.
They're all so unique.
Yeah, this is an art form that like whose time has come, right? Like there were years ago, like you would have artists do little sketches.
Right.
I remember about 10 years ago, I ran into Neil Adams, and he just did like this kind of cool little sort of Superman sketch. But like nobody thought about it as like thing in terms of collectibles.
Right.
Honestly, this might be more than 10 years ago. This might be 12 years ago. And he just did like a quick little sketch. You know what I mean? By today's standards, that's a remark that, you know what I mean? That would have,
you know, AR and I we were talking about it. I think we were talking about it yesterday on your show, right? About how the remarks have evolved.
Yeah.
You know, where it was very much what you spoke of. Just, you know, you're at a con and they do a quick sketch for you. It's really cool. You know, and they sign the book for you. But now it's evolved into its own collectible subcategory, if you will.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
Go ahead, AR.
Go ahead, AR.
I was saying, and we were talking about it yesterday. If I ever find, you know, a blank sketch cover, I'm always going to pick it up. Like I've talked about earlier, I'm not a big DC guy. I've got a Wonder Woman one sitting in there. I'm just waiting for the right opportunity to, you know, unload that. But I also have 2 Thor ones, a Magnificent Miss Marvel. Right. And I'm telling you, I'm about to hit Ken up on Instagram and say, hey, I've got these books. I'm going to send them to you. See if that, you know, see what he does.
If that works out, let me know, because I've got an entire run of.
Because John will mess it up for everybody.
No, I have an entire run of Green Hornet I want him to put. I have 2 copies of it. One copy I want to keep because it's the green copy, and the other Green Hornet copy I want him to do sketches for.
John will have the tractor trailer back up to Ken Hazer's house.
No, just one envelope. It's only like a 6-part series or 4-part series.
And boxes of blank covers will be unloaded. The guy will ask Ken Hazer, hey, you got an elevated dock in here or what?
Yeah, right? I've got some books for you to sign.
Hey, only because I brought up Magnificent Miss Marvel super quick. I know that we were talking about Miss Marvel, like Kamala Khan, a few episodes ago. I actually was reading a thing that they turned her powers. Apparently her powers, from what I was reading, it's too expensive to do like the TV show with, because, you know, she's, you know, I was worried that they were going to turn her into kind of like an X-Men mutant type deal.
Right.
And I guess what they did was they kind of, I don't know, this is what I was reading. They gave her like power bands, kind of like what Shang-Chi had in the movie. Not on that level, but something along those lines. And that's her powers. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little disappointed when I read that. I hope it's not real.
I'll tell you, I agree with you. I'm disappointed, but there is a certain connection there. I mean, it's a stretch, but there's a time where when Marvel was Captain Marvel, he had the Negabands.
Right.
And that was sort of like for years, that was that character.
Yeah, that was his power.
He was in
then he lost one.
And he lost one, and then like he had one, and Rick Jones had one. He lost him, he gained him, he lost him again. There's it's in the Marvel, it's in the Captain Marvel mythos, I'll put it that way, right? If you've got a whole book of all the Captain Marvel stuff dating from, you know, original Marvel to, you know, today with Miss Marvel and Carol Danvers Captain Marvel, there's a kind of like a prominent strain in there of Negabands.
Well, Kyle says what he read was they couldn't make it look right as it was in the comics. So that probably
her powers
I think kind of what AR is saying, yeah.
I agree with what both you guys are saying, because I mean, think about it this way. One of the cool Miss Marvel moments, and everybody kind of knows what I'm talking about, is it's a battle and she corners somebody and she does the thing. And Megan, and she makes like the huge fist. I don't know how well that comes across. You know what I mean? Like there are people who think the Fantastic Four looked good. Now the movie was bad, but they thought the Fantastic Four,
they were all bad.
But the Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic's power of stretching. If you're Plastic Man in a cartoon, it looks great.
Yeah.
When it's live action.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
I'm kind of with you on that too, because, you know, if they're changing up Miss Marvel's things, I mean, she obviously doesn't have the same abilities as Mr. Fantastic, but at that same kind of level, how are they going to do him? Are they just never going to put him in there? They're going to change his powers up a little bit. It's, you know.
I know, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, you can't remove him.
Size changes. Miss Marvel's size changes, right?
Right.
And we've already got that with Ant-Man.
Right.
You know, like everybody talks about, like Ant-Man's huge scene in, you know what I mean, in both Civil War and then eventually in Endgame.
I thought it worked.
But I mean, you bring up a good point. You know, well, what do you do with Mr. Fantastic in the next movie? I mean, it did not come across very well. You know, and the movie, and don't get me wrong, I mean, the movie was bad on so many levels, but all of them. But you know, this particular thing, what do you do?
There's a version in What If where they get kind of different powers, and this makes the most sense, right? he gets mental powers. He's already mentally ahead of everyone else on the planet, pretty much in like the 1960s and 70s, right? So it would make sense that he would get mental powers of some sort.
All right, Dave. So you're up into 4 as well. Okay, buddy. I got you.
So,
it's not ideal.
so the killer part of this whole thing, I put it in the comments, but all of these changes to Ms. Marvel's powers, we found out because Walmart leaked apparel images.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Walmart.
it was rather than have the t-shirts like come out with no marketing, Walmart just put them out and they're like, that's not her powers. So they had to kind of come out and say, hey, we changed it because of this. And it sounds like the visual effects studio couldn't come up with a way that didn't make it look like bad 2000s CGI.
That's a shame.
So they had to make some adaptations to make it make more sense.
I mean, that answers our question that we had a few weeks ago, too. You know, what are they going to do about the Inhumans? If they change their powers up kind of completely to kind of give it like some bands, well, that negates, you know, the Inhumans. That's going to take out some X-Men speculation right there. So now it's just kind of her being now her own entity to an extent. I mean,
yeah, I know. It's I don't know. That's dangerous ground you tread on. You know, I mean, when you start doing stuff like that, I don't know.
It sucks because she's one of my more favorite characters too. Like I actually really enjoy reading her stuff. She's solid. No, I didn't mean to cut you off though, John.
That's okay. Cut John off anytime you want.
No, go ahead. It's just me talking. It doesn't matter. But I was thinking Marvel does have a little bit of a good track record, though. I remember when they announced Doctor Strange.
Right.
You know, most of the people were like, "Oh, cool, Doctor Strange movie." And then, of course, there were those sort of people that were like, you can't really do Doctor Strange as a movie, blah, blah, blah. How are they going to make his powers look cool? I think they did a pretty good job. I mean, I think they did a really good job of making like mystic arts in Marvel look really cool. I don't, there were certain things that, and, there are people, for example, that don't like the way Phoenix and Dark Phoenix looked. And I would say those are Fox movies, though.
Yeah.
We haven't seen an X-Men Marvel movie.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think
so. I would say at least the benefit of the doubt, I think they would get, right? That they would sort of be able to.
Warlock. Adam Warlock.
That's now a lot of people wonder what they're going to do with Adam Warlock, right? Because Adam Warlock had the Soul Gem, and of course now that got slid over to Vision, and they've said they would like to move beyond the Infinity Stones. They feel like they've done that story.
Right.
And they would, I think it was at IGN, they had an article where the Marvel Studios spokesperson, she said, we kind of want to move on to that and maybe kind of get into some new things. So I don't know what they're going to do. Adam Warlock is kind of tied very much into the whole Infinity Stones thing, and they took him right out of there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Starlin sort of has Thanos and Adam Warlock, Gamora. These people are all like right next to each other. They pulled it out. They pulled it off. I don't know what they're going to do with how they're going to make Warlock sort of.
So Dave has a question. Will he be guilty of accessory to murder if he sends all of his books to Ronald's house? If we have an attorney that's watching right now, if you could address that question, I'm not sure, but I think pretty much. Ron says, dude, don't do that. My wife will make me go back to working the pole. I can't even. Oh, my God. All right, so moving on. I just got this mental picture. I don't think I can get it out of my head now. And I've never even met Ron. I've never actually seen Ron, but I've got this mental picture. So, all right.
Don't judge.
Hey, I'm not judging. I'm just trying to keep Ron safe.
You just have to get back on the pole. That's what OnlyFans is for.
Oh, my gosh. All right, so let's
Mine is going to be, I think, only pans. It's just going to be pictures of me cooking and people kind of.
Yeah, nobody ever gets to eat it. At least I don't. Taco truck. You have to go there. So let's do Man Bat #1 variant silver signature series signed by Kevin Nolan. Suggested retail of $69.99, and tonight we have it for $19.70. We have one available at that price.
This is such a nice.
What
color.
number is it? How many is it limited to?
Take a look.
I think it's 25, but I'm going to check. This one is 6 of 25.
I consider that a perfect 10 book, as far as reads are concerned.
Oh,
I'm not saying I'll go down to $10 because I want to surprise people and see who jumps on the first. But
We're running out of time,
I'll
dude.
go,
It's
all right,
$7:49.
$10. Whoever goes first.
All right, so
Just like
veggie
that.
sandwich strikes again.
Kevin
So,
Nolan's signature for $10. I wouldn't care if he'd signed a cocktail napkin. I'd
So-
probably pay it.
Man Bat #1, variant silver signature series signed by Kevin Nolan. We did have it for $19.70, but we are now at $10.
Silver signature series. This thing is so nice.
So Dave says, I'll visit at Ron Shepard at the club and tip him in Dynamite Books.
That's what I do.
let's see.
That works really well.
Oh, Lefty says, Dave, that would be considered premeditated. Good point.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Ron says, I'm way too old to go back to doing something strange for a little change. All right, Lefty, you're taking the sorry there, T-Pain. Lefty actually got in just before you for the Man Bat at 10.
Man Bat is one of
So,
those characters that
that's
I
going to
really
62
think has
left.
been underutilized. Alec, I don't know if you have a take on Man Bat. I know you're not the strongest DC guy, but I think Man Bat's a character because they've done so much of Batman
Yeah.
to death. They've stripped mine, Joker, Penguin. You know what I mean? They've done Court of Owls, just hundreds and hundreds of issues of the same 8-10 characters. I think Man Bat is something that could bring like a little bit of like, and I know that Man Bat has appeared periodically in Batman and some
Right.
other stuff, but I don't think it's had the right. I don't think it's had a creative team that has been able to get it to the next level.
I would agree with that. I think the movie would have
Through
to
no
kind of-
fault of them, it's just,
right.
you know.
I think the movie would kind of have to be a little bit like what they did with Venom.
Yeah.
Yes, no.
Now I heard that Man Bat little run. I think it's over now. I think it was like a 5-issue series. A lot of people commented on my video said it was fantastic. They said it was so good. I didn't really have a lot of knowledge on Man Bat. I didn't pick it up. Man Bat is in the new Task Force Z issue though, the new little mini series that DC came out with. That is a featured character that's on like the task force though.
So all right, so man, time is flying by.
Well, Man Bat, the original origin of Man Bat has its roots in that like 50s and 60s sci-fi, right?
Yes, yes.
Just like the Lizard. You know what I mean? The guy, he's a scientist. He's trying to do right. The one lapse in judgment he has, you know, I don't know what they teach you in scientist school, but trying the formula on yourself, they must not get to not do that. Because, you know, Langstrom tries the formula, and of course,
Right.
it's not quite right. It's like Michael Morbius.
Yeah,
he's trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
cure anemia, and the next thing you know, he's the living vampire.
Right.
That's like a comic book and sci-fi trope that never not works.
Well, since we're on John's favorite character, Batman, let's do Batman Prelude to the Wedding, Harley Quinn versus the Joker #1, signed by Tim Seeley. Suggested retail of $29.99. Tonight we have it for $19.93. So, and we have one available at that price. I know you love Batman.
Favorite
Notice
character right
nothing-
here.
Nothing from John.
I like Man Bat.
You like Man Bat.
I like the highest offer.
And Dave, exactly, scientist school, otherwise known as college.
I'm just saying, I don't, you know, there's this really dangerous formula. Let me take a sip and see what happens.
All right, Friday show, real quick, original
Ooh,
art.
Friday show preview.
Stephen Platt, Cable Wolverine.
Has he been on the show before, Stephen Platt?
No,
Hold on. We actually have a request from
John Byrne FF. Go ahead.
from T-Pain. He wants to see the Joker. So, all right. So we have the Joker 80th anniversary, 100-page, super spectacular #1, signed by Greg Capullo. Suggested retail of $49.99, and we have the one available for $39.99 tonight.
And it's number 7.
It's
And
number
it is
7.
number 7.
There's like 80 of
Elite
these.
Gold Signature
Yeah.
Series.
So, and it is, the Elite Gold Signature Series by Greg Capullo. So we have the one available. And, Kyle, Lefty's asked if you could throw up the QR code and the link again, if you wouldn't mind. So it's going to be time to do the recap soon.
I was going to say,
Getting there.
we're not having a blast, but we've got to do the recap. We got to figure out who's getting what on the different
Oh,
sort
that's
of.
a good point. Yeah.
We got best offer takes it.
You know what? We actually have, we'll do a quick best offer takes it. We have the Action Comics #1000 signed and remarked with a Superman logo sketch by Ken Hazer. So this is a sketch cover. in silver, which always amazes me.
The metallic inks that he works with are crazy. I mean, I've talked before about the Alien cover. This one is just
suggested retail of $99.99. This is going to be our last best offer book, starting at $10, and you got literally until the end of the show.
Hey, Rex.
Yeah.
Since we're supposed to cut it off at 7:55, they have like 30 seconds to bid this book up.
So you got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Be quick, and we'll do the recap. And whoever posts on chat and to make a claim on that book before the end of the show, we'll be okay with it. So, all right. So the Dynamite 10-pack reader set, $40 suggested retail. We have it tonight at $2.04. Limit 4 per customer. Lefty, you can email me later if you want. Let me know if you want me to push your 3 up to 4. And Adrian, me, do you? Oh wait, Nico Little Dragons at 20. All right, hold on. All right, so okay, so and then Adrian Red Sonja statue at 26. All right, hold on a second here. So we got 26 for Adrian. So Ron, if you want to up yours, let us know. We'll go to the end of the show on that one. Action Comics. Let's see. Adrian wants the Superman. Okay, so Nico Little Dragon is in at $20 on the Action 1000. So Adrian, if you're looking for the Action, let me see. If you're looking for the Superman, you have to be higher than 20. This is one of our best offer books. All right, so Ron is up to 28.
I think we're at 7:55, right?
Well, it's because I threw it up so late. I'm letting the Superman go.
No, that's cool.
And Dave goes, ha 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 at Ronald Shepard. Do you want an up yours?
Jeez, yikes! That escalated quickly.
Dave and Ron, but Dave hasn't made an offer on that. I don't think. Oh yeah, yes. Oh yeah, yes. The Red Sonja statue. My bad. Oh no, that's Ron at 28. So all right, and the Sheena is still available at the black and white statue at $189.99. All right, so I'm just going to cover. Let's see here, the best offer books. So right now, Red Sonja, the 9.4 signed by Finch, CGC graded 9.4. Dave is in the lead at 40. And the Deja Thoris, Dave is in the lead at 10. Let me see here. And right now, Nico is in the lead. Nico is in the lead at $20 for the Action 1000. And let's see. And the Red Sonja, Ron is in the lead at 28. And we are almost out of time, so we're going to close everything off there. Whoever had the highest one, they are the winners.
Alec, thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Nick,
yes.
Thank you for having me.
It's always great fun, with you two guys, the joking and talking and stuff.
Time.
It's great that we're able to bring some comics to the viewers, but I just love the interaction
Kyle,
between
thanks
us.
for keeping everything on
Kyle,
track.
thank you.
Thank everyone for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much. Remember,
like,
if you can,
subscribe, share, click on the notification bell. This way, when we're getting together and doing our thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Check out AR's show.
And check out AR's channel. Check out his shows. He's also doing segments on Whatnot.
We got other shows coming up, I think, right after ours, right?
Yeah, we do. I forget what show's coming up. Kyle, no?
Nothing tonight.
Nothing tonight. Never mind that.
New shows debuting after you next week.
Cool.
It just took us an extra week to get it ready.
Got it. All right. Let's see. Hey guys, Dave says, please remind the chat about the AR Rex chat earlier in the week. Yes, I am on AR's show Tuesdays at 4 to just kind of discuss what's coming up on Wednesdays and to kind of shoot the breeze with AR. About anything that comes to mind. I don't even know. I mean, I think we were best in Dallas Cowboys yesterday.
Yikes.
So again, thank you everyone for joining us. We really appreciate you. And we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.